All right, still calculating salary manually in 2026. You could be wasting hours every month and making the costly payroll mistakes. In this video, I will show you how to design a professional payroll template in Excel from the scratch with automatic calculation for salary, PAYE, pension, and other deductions, and even the net pay. Whether you are a business owner, accountant, HRO officer, or a freelancer, this updated payroll template will save you time and make your payroll processing easy.
You are welcome to the Analytical Entrepreneur.
Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, my name is Dr. Friday Ojabro, and on this channel, I share practical tutorials on advanced Excel, payroll, tax compliance, accounting, and business automation. In today's tutorial, I will walk you through step by step on how to create a modern payroll template in Excel for 2026. I will design a clean payroll sheet, add formulas for automatic calculations, and make it easy to process your monthly salary. Check the link on the description below. By the end of this video, you will have a full functional payroll template you can use for your company or clients. Okay, we are here to design a PAYE calculator. All right, I've shown you several videos, several of my videos on how to calculate PAYE, where I walk you through PAYE calculator. But this time, I'm going to design it ourselves. All right. So the first step is to create a table like this, where you have the base salary, transport, rent, medical, meal, furniture, hazard, gross income. All right. You have rent relief. We have national health insurance scheme, pension, national housing fund. You have life insurance premium, interest on loan. Okay. Total taxable exempt, taxable income, tax ban, right? Where you have the first 800,000, 0%, the second, the next 2.2 million, 50%, the next 9 million, 80%, the next 30 million, 21%, the next 25 million, 23%, above 50 million, 25%. So you have this table designed down because this is the table we are going to fill right now. All right, so you have the annual taxable, total taxable, monthly tax, monthly gross salary, monthly net salary, and effective tax rates. So this table is the first step to design, right? So the next step now is to determine the basic salary and the allowances. Okay, now the next thing is to fill it with figures. Fill in figures. Okay, the basic salary, I have 2 million, transport 600,000, right? Now you have a summation of this, said equals to sum function. You use your sum functions to highlight the range. The range is a F8 into F13, F15. You press enter, you have 7.7 million. So you can bold it so that it look presentable. All right. So this is under the gross income. This is the gross income of all the basic and transport allowances. So you add them together to make the total gross pay that the person is expected to collect. But you know, as in a typical organization, the gross pay is not the final pay of every employee. There are deductions, right? So we are going to determine these deductions now. There is a relief that government has granted based on the new tax law that a rent relief of a lower 500,000 or 20% of the actual rent paid. Okay, if a staff comes say I paid rent 2.5 million, 5 million, what is the relief is he getting? Government has added it into the Personal Income Tax Act. All right, so now we want to model it in a way that even if a staff tells us he pays a rent of 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, because not all the staff can pay the same amount, right? So you will just key in the figure in, and it will just give you what relief that's entitled to. But the law said rent relief of a lower 500,000 or 20% of actual rent pay. So the maximum relief you can get is 500,000, right? So we have to modern here now, and so that any figure that enters here, it automatically distributes itself. So first of all, you said equals to if function. We're going to use a function called if function, right? If function. If this gross income is less or equals to 840,000, which is the minimum wage, return to me 0. So this first condition is that if the salary of the employee, the gross pay, is less or equals to 840,000, that means that it will return to me 0. Okay, let's close this now and see what is going to happen. It gave me false because the if function is incomplete. So let's add something after the double quotes. Say comma, we open a double quotes and add NA. Then close it with the double quotes and press enter. You see it now. The first condition is not met. If the second condition is met, all right, because this is more than 840,000, right? So assuming that here now is 600,000. Look at, see it to return to me 0, right? So, but now it is more than. Let's undo it. It's more than, right? So we go further. We remove this NA. We now go further. If this condition here, this amount that is going to be here, the amount that the annual rate that the staff will tell us that he has paid, if is greater or equals to 250,000, 2.5 million, return to me 500,000 and double quotes close, right? So now we have two parentheses open. All right, we need to close it and press enter. It's still giving me fault without no information here. Now, if I come here and put 3 million to give me 500,000, to give me, if you put 2 million, give me false because the condition is still incomplete. All right, so now let's continue. We come again. We say if this same rent is less or equals to 2.5, return to me 20% times that rent. Then you close the parenthesis and press enter. You see it now. It's giving me 400,000. So if I put 2.5 here to give me 500,000, if I put 1 million here to give me 200,000. See it? That's beautiful, right? So now, for us to have, okay, now you notice something. If I put 3 million here, it's giving me only 500, no Naira sign. Okay, so the only way we can do now to put Naira sign is to come and add Naira sign. Look at between these open brackets here, this one, and we have 1, 2. So you now have 1, 2. So you add it times 1. Press enter so that you can have this 500,000 in Naira. All right. So that is how to ensure that the relief allowance is captured, okay, using the Excel properly. Now, the next stage now, the next step now is NHIS. NHIS, all right, which is 5% of basics. Okay, so you come now and say equals to, if, first of all, if this is less or equals to 840,000, return to me 0. It's false. Because if here is 500,000, to give me 0. See? So let's undo. Now I'll go further. I'll say if, comma, if this is greater or equals to 840,000, then return to me 5% of the business. Then you close the parenthesis. Remember, you have opened 2 parentheses, so you need to be closed. Press enter. Right? So if here is 600,000, return to me 0. So, but now is more than 840,000. All right? So you will be able to respond accordingly. Then the pension also is also almost the same thing. Say equals to, if this is greater, is less or equals to 840,000, return to me 0. Otherwise, if this is greater or equals to 840,000, okay, return to me sum of basic transport allowance times 8%. Then close the parenthesis. Right. Then the next one is National Housing Fund. You said equals to, if the gross income is less or equals to 840,000, return to me 0. Now close it first. It's false. It's incomplete. Then you say equal, comma, if gross income is greater or equals to 840. Now, there's something we're going to do here now. Okay, return to me basic. Close the parenthesis. Now, basic times 2.5. Now, this amount is not correct. The reason is that this law, National Housing Fund, made it that any staff that earn more than 30,000 must be integrated into PAYE. That means that any staff that earn less than 30,000 will not be captured in PAYE, right? So because of that, that 30,000 must be deducted from the basic before you take the 2.5%, right? So you have to bracket this minus 30,000, close the bracket before you can use 2.5%, right? It's correct now. Now, this life insurance premium, interest on loan may not apply, right? This one may not apply it. Okay, just ignore it. Okay. Now you come, you say equals to, let's take the total tax exempt sum. You take it from the relief down to this level and press enter. This becomes the total exempt, right? The total exempt as the next step. Okay, total exempts. Okay, then once we have the total exempt, the next step is to have gross income minus the total exempt. So you now have taxable. We have done now. Let's check if we remove this now, you see all becomes 0. If we come and say undo, that's gone. So if you make medical 1.5 million, see the figure has changed. See it, figure have changed. If you make transport 2.5 million, has changed figures. So this is how to model your PAYE, okay, based on my own knowledge. The thing we need to do is to say equals to, if this is less or equals to 840, return to me 0. Right, it's false because it's incomplete. This is actually higher than 840, right? If this is 700, to be appropriate. Okay, but now we still need to complete it. They say the next is minimum. Take a minimum of this and this. Beautiful. All right, this is a minimum. So what it means is that between this and this is minimum. So if I have 700 here now, 0. Because the first condition say when it is less or equals to 840, it should give me 0. You see it? So that is the way it should be. Now, if you come now and climb times 0% times 800,000 to give you 0. See? So for the sake of this thing, you can add times 1 at the back so that you are sure that it's Naira sign. Then the next one now is say if. That if must always come. If this is greater or equals to 840, return to me 0. Right? Now, we are still going further. Then you take comma minimum of this, comma, then gross income minus the part of the tax, okay, taxable income that has gone, and close it, press enter, right? So what you have just done is that this and this, the minimum you are taking. So if here is 900,000, so you take the minimum, see it, and when you add all this together, it must give you the 900,000, right? So now, for the sake of Naira sign, you can also times it with 1, so that you are sure that it's a Naira sign. All right, you just come and drag this, and as you drag this now, this times this will give you, so you can just drag it this one down. All right. So now, if the taxable income is less or equals to 840,000, you want to make 0. The minimum of 9 million amount, the taxable income minus the first taxable income that has gone, second taxable income, press enter. All right. So add the two together, three together, it still give you 12 million. So you come here and say if under the 30 million, taxable income is less or equals to 840, it's on to mean 0, a comma, minimum of 30 million, comma, the taxable income minus first taxable income that has gone, the second taxable income that has gone, third taxable income that has gone. Those it. So if you add all together now you have 50 million. Then you come again, next one, if taxable income is less or equals to 840,000, it's on to mean 0 as the first condition. Then minimum of 25 million, comma, the 15 million minus the first taxable income that have gone, second that have gone, the third that have gone, and the fourth. So beautiful. So if you increase this on to 20 million, let's see how it goes. 26 million. Beautiful. You add it up to 26 million. Then the last one is if the taxable income is less or equals to 840,000, it's on to mean 0. The minimum of 50 million minus 26 million minus first taxable income that have gone, second taxable income that have gone, third taxable income that has gone, fourth, fifth. Beautiful. Now, if you turn this one to 50 million, fifth. Now, turn to this one to 70 million. Beautiful. 70 million. But if this taxable income is 120 million, let's see. So you have 100 million. That means this taxable income here can only take 100 million. So it meant 20 million, and it should that be under the above 50 million. So what you do in this mode, open it up, now you have a space. We already have this, and if you add it together, it's already 100 million. So there's still extra of 20 million. Okay, in case your taxable income is more than. So what you do, you can create that here, set equals to if the taxable income is less or equals to 840,000, turn to mean 0. Okay, comma, taxable income minus the sum of all of this, close the brackets. So if you add all this together, now you have 120 million. So even if here is 200 million, so you can see that you have 200 million. So now, remember that this was times this. So what equals to sum of this times, okay, then you can close up this so that it will be showing the model. Right? So now, annual total taxable is this. So you come here and say sum. Take it here, press enter. This is taxable. Then monthly taxable. Divide this by 12. Beautiful. Monthly gross salary. Come here and take the gross salary from here. This gross salary divided by 12. Beautiful. Then monthly net salary. Right? Net salary. Okay. Take the total income minus the annual taxable income. Okay. You put in the parentheses and divide it by 12. Right? Okay, remember that we're having a wrong figure here because here is 200 million, which is now 1. So let's do it appropriately. This minus this as the appropriate figure, so that you see. Now you can see that someone that is earning a gross salary of 641,000, what his take-home pay is going to be 478,000. Okay, 478,000. So that is his take-home pay because they are deductions, right? There are tax deductions. There are other payments, statutory payment, and the relevant authorities is going to take from the salary. Like the National Housing Fund will take its own, pension will take its own, National Health Insurance Scheme will take its own, then tax will take its own. So you can see the effective tax rate is 30%. So this is just the gross income divided by the monthly tax that is paid. Right? That's the effective tax rate. Okay, so this is how to model PAYE calculator, right? For your use, for your business and your organizations. Right? So what we have here now, if you remove these figures here now, see now everything has turned to 0. See it? So whatever you add here, if I come and say basic salary of the staff is 5 million, add it. See it? 5 million. See it? All through down. Look at his pay. Look at his gross pay. Look at his net pay. If the staff earns allowances, maybe it's 1.5 for transport, rents now 800,000. Okay, let's say it's a million. Maybe rents 1.2. Right? As you are filling in there, all the calculations are done automatically. Right? And if you see here now, when you this taxable income, this column will sum up to what is have here. And that's where you also check the accuracy. Okay. Then the leave allowance, if it's 1 million. So as you are filling it, the calculations are just coming up as distributing itself. So if meal allowance 500,000, add it. If the medical allowance 500,000, meal allowance maybe 200,000, add it. Then furniture maybe 2 million, add it. Right? Then hazard allowance maybe 3 million. See it. His gross pay is 14 million, 14.4 million. All the statutory deductions automatically taken. All the tax automatically taken. You add it together, always give you 12 million. With what you have in taxable income here. All right. And your tax is 2 million. See it, your monthly tax, your monthly gross salary, and the net that will actually enter the salary and the staff account is 807,000. So this is how to model your PAYE calculator.
So with these payroll templates, you can process salary faster, reduce error, and manage employee payroll professionally. So watch out for our next video on how to prepare payslip using different Excel formats. All right, and you can also look out for our past video on how to calculate PAYE tax in Nigeria. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss our latest Excel and payroll tutorial. So also drop in a comment below and tell me what Excel tutorial do you want to see by the next time. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in our next video.